right, Mr. Skeleton. Now that I just ran a whole freaking marathon because first I left my car mount upstairs. So I had to go all the way upstairs and get it. Then I left my phone sitting on the bed. Had to go all the way back upstairs and get my phone. So we just ran up 300 million flights of stairs just now. It's glorious. I know, Mr. Skeleton. We'd lose our arms if they weren't attached. Y'all guess who's back? These sunglasses, y'all. The sunglasses. They're back. Laura. Spooky family Laura. If you're out there, ghoul, you came through for your other ghoul. Laura sent these Killstar Enchantress sunglasses because mine broke and I was heartbroken. They're always freaking sold out. I can never get my claws on them. So thank you so much, Laura. If you're out there, thank you, thank you, thank you. Anyways, we're off. Let's go, Mr. Skeleton. Let's get the heck out of here. Hey, everyone. It is another day. Halloween decor hunting with me and good old Mr. Skeleton. Can you even see him? I feel like you can't even see him when he's not leaning over and cramping my personal space. Hold on, Mr. Skeleton. We gotta go over these railroad tracks first. Whoa, 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 whoa. Today, I'm excited for today's hunt. I feel like it's gonna be a good day today. Well, first of all, we're starting off our day with a good old pumpkin cream cold brew. You know we are. You know we have to. Also, I feel like it's gonna be a good hunt today because we're cruising to all the fancy stores today. We're doing a fancy Halloween hunt today. We're going to Williams-Sonoma. We're going to Pottery Barn. I think there's an Anthropologie out there too. I don't know. It's a whole fancy area of town. Oh, and a Crate and Barrel. We're going to go to Crate and Barrel too. It's all the fancy places. We got our fancy glasses on today. I just have a good feeling about today. And it's a little overcast. It's 75 degrees. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it today. We've had some really good weather the last couple days, and then we're about to get into scorching literal hell the next 4 or 5 days. And then I'm hoping, I know, Mr. Skeleton, I'm hoping fall follows that. So usually in good old Kansas, y'all, I feel like this time of year, we'll get some really nice weather, some cool nights. And then all of a sudden, we'll get blasted, Baja blasted with some hot, humid weather. And then it'll finally turn into fall, which I'm hoping happens because this summer, I've been complaining all summer, but it hasn't been as bad as summers past, which I'm thankful for because I'm large and in charge right now and sweaty and hormonal. And so I'm just happy that it hasn't been the worst it's ever been, but there's still time. All right, hold on. I'm jabbing my jaws, but I gotta go in and get my coffee. I'll be back. Oh, good old Mr. Skeleton. We did it. Your poor head is getting loose as a goose. And we get to taste our first taste. Oh, this guy's backing out. Sorry, dude. Go ahead. Okay, today, sir. Today. Is this guy also backing out? I'm confused. All right, good old Mr. Skeleton. We got our first pumpkin cream cold brew of the season. I'm ready, sir. I'm ready. Cheers, everybody, to a good day, to a spooky day of Halloween hunting, a caffeinated day of Halloween hunting. Here we go. Do I have the mustache? All right, excuse me. Oh man, it's so good. All right, sorry. I'm trying not to get hit by a semi-truck, but oh. So first off, I want to go to Williams-Sonoma first, because let me tell you why. So they had these plates. Fellow spooky family was telling me about Williams-Sonoma, and Dallas and I looked online and we saw these witch plates, and we're like, oh, we need those. But we kind of slept on them. I don't know why. Or maybe we just felt reluctant to order them online because I've been seeing some major horror stories. Although I can imagine Williams-Sonoma is fancy enough. They'd wrap their plates, you know? So anyways, they had these plates with witches flying on brooms. They are so good. It looks like a witchy, dark, witchy cottage. That's not what's on it. It just reminds me of what would be in a dark, witchy cottage. You know what I mean? And, oh, they're so good. So I went on there last night and they're freaking sold out. So I'm hoping they're in stores. So we're going to go there first because I really want to get something from there. Where I'm not sure what I'm getting at the other places. Here's our second sip ever this season. Oh man, it's so freaking good. It's so good. Like, I don't even know. Oh, it's good. Man, they really make us wait for that pumpkin cream cold brew. But when it hits your lips, y'all, when it hits your lips, it's just, What kind of pumpkin beverages are you drinking / making? Do you have a recipe that you make at home? Anything and everything I try to make at home, it's never the same. Anyways, this place is all the way across town, so we're just cruising, Mr. Skeleton. Usually these stores aren't too busy, so I'm kind of excited about that because you know how I am about people-y places. Most of my time, I feel like, is spent standing in line at freaking Home Goods. Actually, most of my life is spent standing in line at Home Goods. I'm just kidding. I'm way over exaggerating, but it feels like that. Okay, I feel like the trees, though. I know I'm not imagining this. They're kind of shifting from a dark, deep green to like a barf green. You know what I'm talking about? Like yellowish green. It is actually crazy how fast this year has gone by. Like, I don't even know. Like, I feel like we just went to Michael's and saw their, you know, their all year round dark decor line. What was that? Like March, April, maybe. I feel like we were just looking at that stuff. And now it's almost September. It's almost time to decorate. I am not ready. I got to get these hauls filmed. I got to stop shopping, but I can't stop. Or we got Williams-Sonoma and Pottery Barn Kids. That's first up. Then across the street is the full-blown big Pottery Barn store. And then I got to find Anthropologie. And I know where Crate and Barrel is. That's in a different little area. We're here at Williams-Sonoma and Pottery Barn Kids. We're going into Williams-Sonoma first, then Pottery Barn Kids. All right, here we are, Williams-Sonoma. I don't know if you can see Pottery Barn Kids because of the freaking tree. But see, isn't that like a barf green color, that tree? All right, here we are at Williams-Sonoma, trying not to get hit by a car. Let me just say, freaking Williams-Sonoma, run, do not walk. But also, prepare your wallet. That's all I gotta say about that. It was fancy in there, but let me just say, let's take a sip of our freaking pumpkin cream cold brew first, because this is wow. Mr. Skeleton, I wish you could have seen what was in there, sir. Get it together. I know you're taking a nap, but we gotta wake up because it's time. Okay, so Williams-Sonoma, their dishware on another level. The quality, the detail. Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. The witch plates, I'm going to have to show them. I'm going to have to get visuals at home because they didn't have anything out. And I was like, oh no, they're sold out. I missed out on them. And so I asked the worker there, I was like, did you guys get the witch plates in by chance? And she was like, oh yeah. And they were gone like that. And I was like, no. She's like, but we might have some in back. Let me go check. I was like, oh, please. So they had 4. I need 6 technically, but I'll take 4. I'll take what I can get. So they are beautiful. The detail on these plates, like around the edge of the plate, there's this floral design. And then there's also this intricate, like carved, and it's not carved. It like sticks out. I don't know what you want to call it, but anyways, it's like a texture. And then were they skulls or flowers? I don't know what they were. I looked at them for 2 seconds. I was like, I want those. Pack them up. I'm ready. I just take all my money. They're so good. And then somebody else came up and was looking at them. Like another customer was like, oh, these are so cute. Do you have more of these? And they're like, no, this is all we had. And I'm like, do not take my plates. Anyways, so they're beautiful. And then the witch flying on a broom in the center. Oh, it's so good. So good. So that's all I saw from that line. They didn't even have it out. They said they're still getting Halloween in, so maybe they're gonna get more in. I'm not sure. So we're gonna have to go back because I could look at it a million times over. And Dallas wants to come back anyways. They just got a truck in today, so Dallas and I are gonna need to come back. And he was kind of bummed that I was going today anyways by myself without him and Lucian. So we're gonna have to come back as a little family day. A little family day at Sonoma. Anyways, they did have some other Halloween out. Not a ton of jack-o'-lantern looking stuff, but they had the most beautiful Day of the Dead table I've ever seen in my entire life. I don't see a lot of Day of the Dead stuff out there, but what I see, I feel like sometimes is an afterthought. I don't know if anyone else feels this way. I don't know, it's hit or miss, but this table was the most beautiful Day of the Dead table I've ever seen. They had gorgeous amounts of detail, color, floral skulls, like the sugar skulls. It was so good. The plates were beautiful. They had all different sizes of plates. Like they had the full place setting. And each plate was beautiful and detailed, colorful, all those things. And then they had these glasses that were also gorgeous with floral and a sugar skull on them. And then a matching decanter that was also really good. And then they had a bowl that had floral designs on the rim of the bowl. And then the legs were skulls, sugar skulls. I love that too. Oh, they did have a tray. It was a coffin tray with these, it was kind of like a weathered looking grayish black, and then it had these really pretty gothic looking handles. But the whole table, just the whole thing in all of its glory, I mean, I saw it and I was like, oh damn, like who's having that dinner party? I'm coming, invite me. Actually, I'm inviting myself. They also had a couple of Halloween things, like Snoopy Halloween things. They had some bowls and some little like soup bowl looking things or casserole dish looking things and platters and a lot of the Great Pumpkin Charlie Brown stuff. They also had some spatulas with the skeleton Snoopy and was it Snoopy and leaves or something like that. It was like a whole Halloween Snoopy situation. And then they also had some mugs where it has like the chocolate pumpkin ball on top, you know, where you put that, it's like hot chocolate ball or whatever it is. And they had a witch one that was so good. She was beautiful. Their witch stuff at Sonoma. They nailed it. I love this hag witch face. She's everything I want to be in my life. And they had a jack-o'-lantern mug with the similar like hot chocolate situation. And they had a hot chocolate cauldron. They had some Halloween food stuff. Like they had this big haunted house, like cookie decorating set, some sort of jack-o'-lantern ball thing. I don't know what it was, filled with goodies, I think. And then they had some tins, like their famous tins filled with different bark. Like, I think there was a pumpkin seed bark and a hot chocolate or dark chocolate Halloween bark thing. And then they also had some pumpkin dishware that was more fall, could be considered Halloween into Thanksgiving, just fall in general. But I'm going to show it here because it was really pretty. And then they also had a big pumpkin punch bowl. It was like a big glass pumpkin punch bowl that was beautiful with a gold stem. And they also had some copperware, like some copper cookware with little fall Mickey situations on top. So they had a Pluto with leaves around the base. They had a Minnie Mouse with leaves, like a leaf design. Anyways, that's pretty much what they had. Anything else I'm missing, I'll show here, but we got to go back to Sonoma because they got the spooky goods and everything is so, it's so good. The quality is just on another level. It's just, it almost takes your breath away. It's that good. Like, I just don't even know. I mean, I've been to Sonoma before. I know their plateware. Like, I saw their holiday plateware and it was gorgeous and high quality, but their Halloween stuff is so good. I don't know that we've ever seen their Halloween stuff in the flesh. I've seen it online every year, but I never make it out to the store, and I'm so glad we came because it was just beautiful. And we got our witch plates. We got some. Anyways, so then we cruised over to Pottery Barn Kids. And they had a whole little Halloween setup that was really cute, like a whole little table setup. They had one little set of plates that had a jack-o'-lantern, and then it had the little jack-o'-lantern cup, a little jack-o'-lantern mug, and like a little jack-o'-lantern bowl. And then they also had a little black cat set that had the plate and the bowl and the glass. And I think that one had the skull mug, but they also had a placemat that said trick or treat and had a cat on it. and a whole tablecloth that had skeletons and branchy trees and like a whole spooky design. And then on the table, they had a really cute black cat open mouth candy bowl thing. They had a couple of spooky houses in here and some branchy trees that had little ghosties hanging from it. It was such a cute little spooky table setting. I really want to do this for my kids as they get older because I think that's so cute, like a little Halloween table all set up. And then they had a big Mickey jack-o'-lantern that was really cool. And I've seen it before, like I've seen a visual of it before, but the actual quality in person is so good. It's so good. And then they had another, like a Mickey candy bowl, and then a Mickey pumpkin, what do you call it? Like trick-or-treat bag. And then they had the cutest Halloween bedding. Oh my gosh. They had the Halloween sheets that had little trick-or-treaters and jack-o'-lanterns and witch hats and brooms and all the spooky things. Bats, black cats, moons. I don't know what all was on this, but they had a bunch of cute little Halloween-y things all over these sheets. They had the matching pillows, so one of them had little trick-or-treaters on it, like dressed up as different characters. And they also had a little ghosty pillow on this bed. They also had a jack-o'-lantern pillow in this area. But the whole bed set up in this nice fleecy blanket that had a ghosty on it. But the whole setup was so cute. Like, it was just, oh man, I cannot wait to get Lucian's Halloween bed all set up. But anyways, that's what we saw at Williams-Sonoma and Pottery Barn Kids. Oh man, I'm so glad we're doing this. And it's the most overcast. It kind of started sprinkling a little bit. I'm trying to get out and about before the sun comes out and it gets scorching hot. But oh my gosh, I'm so glad we came out here because I feel like every year I kind of skip out on the fancy stores because I feel like you can see all their stuff online. But seeing it in person, I highly recommend going to see it in person because you really get a good feel of the quality and everything. Like, I'm so impressed with everything I've seen today. Like, I'm so excited to see it. And I think I just like seeing things like, okay, you know I love a good spooky display. And I feel like these fancy stores have gorgeous displays. You know what I mean? Here we go. We're going in to Pottery Barn. Here we go. All right, we're here at Pottery Barn. We're going in. Very good on Mr. Skeleton. What did we see, sir? We saw more spooky goods. Another beautiful spooky display. They had a whole spooky table set up with all these ghosties. And oh, it was so freaking cute. They had lots of little ghosty plates and bowls and cups and mugs and all that kind of stuff. And ghosty decor. So let's start with the bowls and the plates. They had these cute little ghosty bowls and cute little ghosty plates. And then like a little trio of ghosty bowls. And I've seen some dupes of these out there. I think Home Goods. But they also had some cute little ghosty mugs. They had some black mugs with different ghosties doing various things. They had like a witch ghosty. They had a ghosty holding a jack-o'-lantern. Then they had the white mugs with the different ghosties doing various things once again. And they also had the plates. And each plate had a different ghosty doing a different thing. There were a set of 4. I think they had a ghosty with these bats. Like the bats were kind of 3D off the plate. It was really cool, really beautiful. And then they also had a platter where it was like a whole little ghosty setting. It was so, I just loved the whole little, it is the year of the ghosty this year. Another year, I feel like last year was also the year of the ghosty, but this year we're seeing ghosties everywhere. They also had little placemats that had little ghosties and like a whole little ghosty setting on it. And also the table runner had like the whole little ghosty setting, like in a town with all the little sheet ghosts. They had some terracotta ghosties that were dipped in white. Like you could see the terracotta at the bottom and then the white glaze or whatever that was on the whole ghost. But the ghosties, they're terracotta ghosties, the quality, those things were $50 freaking. And they were heavy, like actual, like the weight of these ghosties, they were very heavy, very amazing quality. They had some glassware. The glassware is very popular at Pottery Barn. Each glass is $14. It has kind of like that, I don't even know what you want to call it, like a bubbly look on the glassware. I've heard they have dupes at TJ Maxx, Marshalls, Home Goods of these glasses. But it was a glass with little ghosties all over it. And they also had one with little pumpkins. Anyways, they also had a spooky house looking ceramic piece. They had some jack-o'-lantern, like terracotta jack-o'-lanterns, and I think Target is putting some out this year too. But once again, these ones at Pottery Barn are physically heavy. Like, you can see the quality of these pieces. It's on another level. But they had different terracotta jack-o'-lanterns, different sizes. And then they also had some pillows. They had a ghosty pillow holding a pumpkin, and then they had a jack-o'-lantern or pumpkin with a cat coming out of it. And then they had a whole little buffet area all set up that was all silver skeleton stuff. So they had the silver skeleton candelabra guy. They had a tray, like a wooden tray with a silver skeleton kind of coming out of it. They had the skeleton wine glasses. And let me tell you, I had the skeleton wine glass dupes from Home Goods. The quality isn't even comparable again. The ones I got from Home Goods, you can see the glue on it. It's kind of coming off a little bit. Like, it's not, these were perfect, like pristine, as they should be for their price. But you could tell a difference. And then they had like a big, like, tub, like an ice bucket kind of thing where you can put drinks and stuff. And once again, you see a lot of dupes of these silver skeleton pieces at Home Goods a lot. And then they had little serveware, like a little set, or it was like a little cheese cutting set thing. I don't know. And they had a couple of black spooky houses, like ceramic black spooky houses that were really cool. Once again, really heavy duty, and was kind of set up on this spooky display. Oh, it looked so good. They also had this little bar cart that had skeleton things on it. They had a drink dispenser kind of situation with the skeleton hands that kind of come up and hold it. And they had a big silver skull. Well, I'm assuming it was an ice bucket. Also, some wine glasses with the skeleton hands that kind of hold onto the wine glass. And they had the shorter glass. They also had a skull glass. And what else did they have in this area? And they also had a little stuffed skeleton that was sitting on a little chair. And anything else that I'm missing, I'll show here. Anything I forgot to mention. But man, it was good. I love a good spooky display. That's the one thing about these fancy stores. I'll say it again. The dang spooky displays are just too good. They're good. Anyways, we're here at Anthropologie. We've been sitting here for 3,000 years. Next door is Bath & Body Works. We might run over there to see if they have their Stranger Things out, because they got a second spooky line out. And they do this every year. Usually they do a round 2 of Halloween. This year they're doing a Stranger Things release. They did the candle release early in the season. This is like a full-blown candle pedestals, everything. Anyways, let's do a little refresher. Candy apple cauldron refresher. Here we go. Man, now we're choking even more. You're not choking on your perfume. You're doing it wrong. Just kidding. Anyways, we're going to go into Anthropologie, and we're going to cruise over to Bath & Body Works, because why not? Let's go see if we can find their Stranger Things thing. All right, everyone, we're seeing the fancy spooky goods today. We are hitting every store. Every store is having Halloween. Oh, man, why am I getting Flemmy the Flamingo now? We just went to Anthropologie, and then we cruised over and looked at the Stranger Things situation. So let's start with Anthropologie. They had really cute, like a really small selection, but it was cute. It was like a little, it was kind of like dishware, barware kind of stuff that they had out. And let's start with the wine glasses, because the wine glasses, they were probably my favorite thing of the whole line. The wine glasses were so beautiful. They had a classic wine glass with the stem on it. That had a raven and spider webs and spiders, or maybe that was the stemless one, but either way, it had a raven on it and this really beautiful design on it, very classy looking. And then it had this gorgeous gold, intricate gold trim around the rim of the glass. It was kind of hard to see the detail of the glasses because the reflection, and it was hard for my camera to kind of focus on everything because they're clear. But I loved these wine glasses. They were beautiful. Love the detail. Love the artwork on it. Love everything about it. And then they also had some stemless wine glasses, like the ones we see every year at Home Goods with the little ghosty on the inside, the little glass ghosty. They had those. And they also had a black cat one I hadn't seen before. So it's like a stemless wine glass with a black cat, black cat in there. And then they also had, I think they wanted, once again, like, I don't know, $15 to $18 for those. And I think they're like $4 at Home Goods. Anyways, they also had some really cute spooky napkins that kind of go with the wine glasses. They had one that had a raven, did one have a spider design? And then one had more of that kind of fortune teller, palm reader kind of look. And they were all black and white. Really cute napkins, cloth napkins. They also had a tablecloth. I couldn't see it in all of its glory, but it had a big moth on it. And they also had some glassware that had kind of this like speckled, I don't even know what you call this kind of thing, a speckling or whatever. That's what I'm gonna call it. They had a purple one with little yellow moons, and they had a black one with little ghosties, I think. Little ghosties. And an orange one with little black cats all over them. And they had a vase looking little version with the orange and the black cats. And then what else do they have in this area? They had some candles, this beautiful spider web and spider design on them. I really like that too. And then they had this gold hand bottle opener that looked really cool on this pumpkin, like wooden pumpkin tray. I loved the combo. They kind of had just the hand sitting there. And I think that was it. It was kind of a smaller selection, but anything else I'm missing, I'll show here. But they had some really cute stuff, really cute dishware, barware kind of stuff, but not a huge selection. I don't know if they're just getting started or that's all they're putting out, but it was cute. I liked what I saw. Then we cruised over to Bath & Body Works and we saw the Stranger Things collection, and they had the full spooky display out. I believe everything in the collection was there. They had the 3-wick candle holder with the upside down, and then they had the one with the tentacles wrapping around, or the branchy situation wrapping around. They also had the pocket back holders. They had the one that said Stranger Things that had the Christmas lights, and the Christmas lights lit up. And then they also had the one with the big, I don't even know what he's called. What do they call that thing? The Demogorgon or whatever it's called. I know I watched the first 2 seasons and then I didn't watch after that, so my bad. They also had the plug-in, the Stranger Things plug-in. They didn't have any of it lit up or plugged in or anything like that, but I got visuals anyway. And they had the candles. They have 3 different, I almost said flavors. They have 3 different scents. I smelled all 3 of them and they were all kind of, okay, if you were missing in the Halloween line, if you were looking for more of those scents, like the, what was it called? The midnight something, what was it called? I don't remember, but it was like the, more of the muskier cologne-y kind of scents. If you were looking for those in the Halloween line that they didn't have this year, I feel like they moved them to the Stranger Things line, because I feel like every single one of those scents was more of like a cologne, kind of musky kind of scent. And then one of them had more of like an orchid scent. They were all kind of more florally or musky or like cologne-y smelling. They didn't have any sweet scents in this line. And they had them in the soaps too, in the packaging with the soaps. They had the 3-wick candles. They had the single candles. They also had the upside down scent in the pocket back holder, and they had it in the plug-in. So you can get a little upside down plug-in. And I believe that was the whole line. Anything else I'm missing, I'll show here. Let me know what you think of the Bath & Body Works Stranger Things line. If you're excited about it, or if you're bummed out that they didn't put out a second round of Halloween. Because usually they do a second round of Halloween every year, and I get so excited for it. But this year, they did the Stranger Things, I'm thinking, and in place of the second round of Halloween. And I don't know how I feel about it. You know me. It's not that I don't like the straight. I mean, okay, part of me is glad that they did something different. They switched it up this year. And I love that because I know everyone has different taste. So I know people are really excited about the Stranger Things line. And I'm really excited that they put out a proper Stranger Things line. I thought it was just going to be those first round of candles. And I was like, that's really it. But I'm glad that they did a whole line. I just also wanted to see a second round of Halloween. Because you know me. I'm a freak of nature like that. But I'm excited if you're excited about the Stranger Things collection, because it is a really good collection and I'm not talking crap on it. I'm glad that they're kind of switching it up and trying something different, but also I wanted to see more Halloween, y'all. And their Halloween selection was slim pickings. It was pretty narrowed down. But they did have the full-blown Stranger Things line there, and so I'm glad I saw it in the flesh. I wanted to see it in the flesh, but I just don't know how I feel about it. That's all I gotta say about that. I'm not gonna hate on it because we all have different tastes, and that it is what it is. So just because I'm not into it doesn't mean no one else is into it or no one can be into it. I think it's awesome when stores mix things up so there's a large variety for all types of people and whatever your taste is. I think that's great. But also, I didn't buy anything from it. I'm going to put that out there. But I am being a little picky at this point in the season. Anyways, we've been sitting here at Crate & Barrel. We're going in to see the spooky goods. Here we go. The fancy goods. We're here at Crate & Barrel. I love this building. So cool. We're going in. All right, Mr. Skeleton, wake up, sir. We just left Crate & Barrel. We saw, what is this? We just saw the spooky goods at Crate & Barrel. Not a whole lot. They said they just put it out today. So we must have like really hit like the early stages of Halloween at the fancy stores. So I'm glad that we went out today. So they had some really cute stuff. But it's just like a little table set up so far. So they had some spooky metal houses in various sizes and that lit up. And then they had some really cute bowls, like cauldron bowls. They had a big cauldron bowl, and then they had some little cauldron bowls. The little cauldron bowls, I feel like would be amazing all year round spooky bowls. And they also had some spider web plates they just put out, and they had some really cute, I don't know if they were napkins or dish towels. I couldn't figure it out, but they had bats and jack-o'-lanterns. They were black and white. And then they had some pumpkins that were like glazed looking pumpkins. And what else did they have in this area? I think that's it. Am I missing something? They had a big wreath, a branchy tree wreath. And they also had some black metal jack-o'-lanterns with like the orange inside, little lantern guys in various sizes. And I want to say that was it. They said that they were getting these little ghosty guys in. They'd gotten them in, but they hadn't put them out yet. But yeah, we did see some spooky goods. We saw a lot of fancy spooky goods today. I'm so excited we did this. The sun is coming out. It's getting freaking hot. It's 91 degrees, it says. 91. We went from 75 to 90 freaking 1. Mr. Skeleton, cue Moaning Marie. Miserable Marie. I know, you're already moaning. Anyways, it was nice and breezy and beautiful and overcast just like an hour ago. And here we are. It's freaking hell on earth. Anyways, this was fun. Hope you enjoyed fancy Halloween decor hunting with me and good old Mr. Skeleton. If you did, you can give it a thumbs up. Say hey ghoul hey down in the comments because you know I love talking to you. And yeah. Anyways, let me know down in the comments if you're seeing any fancy Halloween decor anywhere and or if anything stood out to you in this video. Let me know in the comments or anything we chit-chatted about. But yeah, it was fun, fancy decor hunting today. And thank you so much for hanging out here. Thank you so much for watching. And I'll see ya on the Halloween hunt.